Hi there, we're Travel with Johnny and Will, and this is our video which concludes our series on our cruise which we had on MSC Virtuosa back in September 2022. We took a 7 night cruise from Southampton around the Norwegian fjords. This was the second time we cruised on MSC Virtuosa. The first time we cruised on her was her inaugural sailing back in May 2021, and it was the first cruise to leave the UK, and we had between 500 and 1,000 passengers on board.
Yeah.
Whereas we knew this time round there was going to be a lot more. And we had seen a lot of negative comments on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
So it's just going to be interesting to see how our cruise was compared to that first one that we've done.
Yeah,
the last
that's what we were worried about. So
in this video, we're just going to summarize what we thought of the ship as a whole, and we've broken it down into the following sections. We're going to chat about the cabins, the food and dining options that we had on board, the bars and entertainment, the spa, the ports of call that we had within Norway, and of course our final thoughts.
Virtuosa has 4 main dining rooms on board: the Blue Danube, Minuetto, Opera and Symphony. Each hosts 2 sittings for dinner each evening. Each day one of these would serve breakfast and lunch. When you cruise with MSC, you're assigned a sitting time and table number, which remains the same throughout your cruise. As we had booked an Oria cabin, we benefited from anytime dining, which did not have to be reserved, and we were assigned the dining room called Il Campo, which was for Oria guests only. We had the same waiter each evening, found the food to always be served hot, and that there was plenty to choose from in the menu. We never had any issues in finding something we liked each night and found our meals to be really tasty. There are also some specialty dining options on board. During our cruise, we got the chance to experience Butcher's Cut, the onboard steakhouse, and Hola for some tacos and other Mexican culinary delights. We thoroughly enjoyed both, but my goodness, the staff in Hola tried to bring you every dish in the menu, so our advice is to have a very light or early lunch that day so you have plenty of room, because boy, you'll need it. We do appreciate a spa on board, and MSC Virtuosa did not disappoint. Passes could be purchased for the thermal suite per day and per cruise. Guests staying in Oria cabins have unlimited access to the thermal suite. However, in any case, you must book in to a time slot whenever you're wanting to attend. In the thermal suite, you'll find their hydrotherapy pool, saunas, steam rooms, atmospheric showers, and plenty of space to rest and relax. A wide range of therapies are available, and during our cruise we each had a Balinese massage and made a trip to the onboard barber for their ultimate haircut and shave experience. Both were really nice. MSC Virtuosa boasts having a total of 21 bars and lounges, 5 outdoor and 16 indoor, including the first humanoid robotic bartender at sea called Rob. Musicians all move around each of the venues, so be sure to check the daily planner to see when each venue has live music. On our cruise, the Virtuosa Lounge and Galleria area seemed to be where the party was at each night. Each evening, the ship's show cast would put on a production in the Grand Theatre, which lasts around 40 minutes. Each production has a theme, which can be a bit bizarre at times, but we have to say that the singers and dancers are all really talented. There are 3 showings each night to afford all guests the opportunity to attend. The Carousel Lounge is host to 2 shows from MSC Carousel Productions at Sea. This all-new entertainment concept blends both breathtaking acrobatics, dance and live music. There are 2 spectacular productions: Ajedra, inspired by the game of chess, and Archimea, the story of a scientist in search of a hidden world. There is additional charge to see these shows, which includes a signature cocktail. Both shows were really amazing and were really popular whenever we were on our cruise, so we suggest booking the performances early in your cruise.
On this cruise, we booked an Orea balcony cabin, which are located on what some would describe as a prime location. For us, it was great, as it was midship and very close to the lift and stairs. Our cabin felt really spacious, as it had a large sofa as well as a double bed, so it did feel like we also had a separate seating area. We felt the cabin was well designed and loved its layout, including the very modern shower room. The only negative we could share about our cabin was the storage space for clothes. We just about got everything fitted in, but if we were on a longer cruise, it would have been a greater struggle. You can see our full room cabin tour video on our channel, and we have popped the link in the description below. After a day at sea, our first port of call was Hoggesson. We didn't make any plans for this port, so we just decided to get off and take a walk to see what the area had to offer. Once off the ship, we noticed a gift shop, bus stop for the town centre shuttle service, and a little hut selling tickets for a trolley train tour of the area. We bought our tickets for a later tour, then took a 15-minute stroll over the Rizoy Bridge and into the town centre. We then made a quick dash back to the ship to grab a snack before heading out on our trolley train tour. Our next port of call was the village of Flom. The previous night in our daily planner, we read the captain's navigational notes, which detailed the cruise in this fjord to reach our destination would take over 6 hours, so we set our alarm clocks early to watch the sailing during sunrise. We don't think we were ready for the beauty that we seen from our balcony when cruising in this region. We booked on an MSC excursion which took us on the Flom Railway, which has been described in the past as one of the most beautiful train journeys in the world, and it really was. On our journey, we came across a very mysterious woman. To find out more about her, click on the link on the screen or in the description below to watch our full destination guide video. Olden was possibly our favourite port on this cruise. It is a small village with a population of around 500 people and is located on the southern shore of the Nord Fjord. After a short stroll in the morning, we had booked an excursion with Olden Adventure to visit Europe's largest glacier, which is the Brickstill Glacier. It was a brilliant excursion, well planned, and the views of the glacier and clear blue waters are definitely worthwhile going to visit. And if that isn't enough, then there is a send-off that locals give to the ship to look forward to. Malloy was our last port of call on this cruise and is one of the most important fishing ports for Norway. As the port is next to the hillside, we decided to go for a stroll to see if we could get a better view of the ship. The walk was totally worth it. The walk was very steep in places, so keep this in mind if you're thinking about heading out.
I think for me, I really had a great time. It was a brilliant cruise. I really loved the fact that it was our first time in Norway.
Yeah.
And it was pretty special. The ports that we called upon were great. Did I feel that the cruise ship had more passengers on it this time? Yes, but I think there was nearly 5,000 passengers on it this time round. But you didn't feel that way. The service was great.
No, the service was still top notch, and it was even comparable to smaller ships that we've been on. It didn't feel like a big ship in terms of the service.
No.
It just felt like a normal sort of ship.
Yeah. Yes, there was more life about it, but to be honest with you, I feel that having more people on the ship brought the ship to life.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the service was still fantastic though.
Mm-hmm.
We never found it hard to get a seat in the bars. We never found it hard to get a drink. Or whenever we were sat in our restaurant.
It might have been a little bit more difficult if you had a larger group, but for two people it was fine.
Yeah. But I would cruise in Virtuosa again, and in fact we actually have booked another cruise in Virtuosa for my 40th birthday. But it's only a 3 night cruise, and I'm sure everybody will be in the party spirit. But so they'll be very different. But I really loved Virtuosa. It's a beautiful ship. The staff are really friendly. So what did you think about the cruise?
Yeah, I really enjoyed MSC Virtuosa, and also the country, Norway, that we had visited. It was both our first time in Norway, and I don't think we were really ready for the splendor and the scenery and everything that we saw every day outside the cabin window. And it was breathtaking, you know, and it was different because it wasn't one of those cruises where like you were coming in port and it was sunny, it was warm, it was cold, you know, inside the valley of or inside the actual fjords. But then as the day progressed, we were really blessed with such good weather, and like obviously when we visited the glacier, that was a really spectacular moment, and then also the sail away from Olden as well was very special. On the ship, I think one of the venues that we visited quite a lot, and I'm not sure why we did this, but the Starship Lounge, even though it wasn't included in any of our drinks packages, it's just the guy that we had got chatting to there was really friendly crew member, and we had a good sort of rapport with him, and we kept coming back and trying all the drinks, and that was sort of special for us, just to, you know, get to know someone a bit better and see that they were happy and, you know, working on the ship, and they had a really good time. And he said he had been working on it since the inaugural cruise, or near enough within a month.
Second or third.
So
contract.
it's good to see that the staff are happy on the ship, and throughout the ship they did seem, even the dinner service, the bar staff, the entertainment staff, we couldn't really fault them because they do work so hard, and they made it a really great cruise for us both.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about MSC Virtuosa, pop them in the comments below. But for now, thanks for watching. We're Trouble with Johnny and Will, and we hope you like and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out. Thanks now. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.